With demand for the full-size luxury SUVs rising faster than the price of Mumbai's real estate, BMW's largest SUV has gained in popularity pretty fast since its launch in 2019. And this update simply aims to increase that further. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the brand new facelifted X7. Looks a lot like the 7 Series, but trust me, it is the flagship of the SUV range of BMW. A lot has changed up front and underneath, the good, the bad and the ugly. I'm going to tell you all about it. I'm Roshan here and you're watching Top Gear India. Now let me start with what's changed up front. You've got the split headlamp setup. So the daytime running lights and the indicators are at the top, and you've got the LED matrix setup at the bottom. You've got air dams here on the front bumper. The bumper is overall much more aggressive. I think this is just getting bigger. I won't be surprised that it starts dropping down all the way. Anyways, overall, it will look a little aggressive to you, but the more you look at it, it will grow on you. My favorite part of the facelifted X7 is you get the biggest wheels available on a BMW car. That is 23-inch setup. It's available as an option. I think it looks fantastic, great for the American market. Not really comfortable for our market. The door trim at the bottom in chrome continues from the old 7 Series, and I think the window line and the daylight opening with the Hofmeister King really gives a great sense of space. The tail lamps have changed. They've become slimmer, and you've got this sort of edge-to-edge chrome bar now across the rear. Apart from that, the X7 retains the split tailgate option. I think it's super fantastic. It's really practical for having a little party or a picnic. Low down the bumper, there's some trims that have changed. They've retained what's great about the existing X7 and enhanced the road presence by making it just look that much more muscular. The X7 retains the split tailgate, which I think is one of the standard features of this car. It allows you to have a small get-together, a small picnic before watching a game, or even going to that farmhouse and enjoying the beauty of the sunset. This is a nice little tray that got a frame now, but what I want to show you is this button called Max. At a touch of a button, the last row of seats fold flat to liberate a lot of room. With those seats up, you can store about 2 cabin bags, but otherwise it's quite spacious. As you can see, yeah, me and my 5 kids can sit in here very well. This is where a lot of things have actually changed in the X7, starting with the beautiful curved glass display. This is a 14.9-inch main infotainment system, and we have a 12.3 inches driver display. I think it looks really seamless. We saw it on the i4 and the new 3 Series facelift that's coming up, and even the trim is this nice sort of grain of wood. But what is I think the biggest change that everyone should notice is the air vents are almost invisible now. So you've got these slim air vents here with these sort of knobs that stick out. The gear knob has been replaced by a little black plastic knob or a crystal option finish. Kind of improves the sense of space here. So ambient lighting also is changing colors as an option, and now you get this inlay beneath this crystal glass-like plastic finish where it sort of like reminds you that you're sitting in the X7 and not any other car from the BMW stable. Space overall, I think, just remains one of the fortes of this car, and the panoramic sunroof with that split sky sunroof is a big thumbs up from our side. And because this is the X7, we have a 6-seater version, and I think it's fair to show how good or bad is that rear seat. Okay, let me see. It automatically moves out of the way, electrically operated. It's a little slow. I'll still try and get in. It's not that bad. It's still very comfortable. I think I need to pull this back again, and somebody needs to reach that. Okay, automatically done. And you can see the amount of leg space I have. I can open the sunroof. Now I've got individual climate controls for the third row of passengers. Yeah, it's not that bad. And they've retained the trim. There's now a new set of ambient lighting. I've got a cup holder. I've also got some USB-C port here and here for charging my devices. Overall, I think it's a airy place to be in. Very easy to get in. You've got these armrests which sort of like fall into place to the comfort position you like. Pillowy headrest, lovely sunroof with the optional of the sky roof. Yeah, I think it's a great place to be chauffeured in. We continue. Let's go. So finally we're driving the facelifted X7 in California. It's a great evening period right now, and off the bat, what's changed simply is the fact that they've upgraded the engine, the new inline 6. I'm driving the X-Drive 40i. We've got 47 extra horsepower and extra newton meters of torque because of the new 48 volt mild hybrid system that is standard across the range. Yeah, I mean, it's got the girl, it's got the power delivery available to it, but it feels so planted now. I think it's a mix of, they've made some suspension changes to this model. You've got this 23-inch wheels, which also makes the setup a little more stiff and a little more firm, but it drives nothing like an SUV. That I have to give it to the BMW guys. And what you will notice with the new sort of curved display of the infotainment and the driving information, it just feels that much more special out here in the evening and at night. The ambient lighting also is improved. I can see the light X7 badging on the front dashboard. The steering wheel, the steering feel is on the softer side. I mean, it's very comfortable. And currently I'm not crossing any speed limits here. Currently 50 miles per hour, I'm good. It's very comfortable to drive in. Turning radius, I think, is fairly sharp as well. Wind noise, I think, road noise is controlled. I feel it's improved than before. And the sunroof, I think that, and the sense of space is my favorite on this car. So what's my verdict on the new X7? Okay, so if you're looking for that brand new, facelifted, lovely feeling 7-seater at the top end of the luxury SUV market, I feel the X7 ticks a lot of boxes. It may not have, I wouldn't say badge value, but it may not have the glam value of the Mercedes GLS, but it definitely feels a more complete, a much richer package. And with that new changes in the dashboard and the aggressive and the muscular front end, this will get you noticed. Whether you like it or not, it's a great buy in this category. Until then, I look forward to driving this back in India now. Drive safe and good night.